Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for Everything Arsenal and welcome to the match reaction for Arsenal's 2-1 defeat away from home to Villarreal. It could have been worse, man. I was fearing the worst at some point in that game, but let me introduce my guest again. Thomas from Arsenal Fan Reviews. How are you?
Yeah, I mean, after that, not too great, but thanks for having me on as always. And how are you?
Man, I've been supporting Manchester
Yeah.
the entire season, so you know how it feels like when Emery has 2 goals in the first 20 minutes and I'm fearing the worst. But yeah, we're going to be talking about the lineup and the first half reaction, the goals, the second half reaction, the goal in the second half, the red card, our penalty that we were given that never existed in the first half, and the one we were given in the second half, all that. So let's get started with the reaction. Let us know what you think in the comment section. So Thomas will start with the lineup. I'll put it on screen. What did you make of our lineup?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting seeing Arteta not go with a striker. I mean, I know it's what Guardiola does. I know it sometimes works, but to experiment like that in the middle of a semi-final of the Europa League, it just doesn't really make any sense. But, I was expecting to see the Lenos, the Holdings, Marie. So, I mean, it wasn't exactly what I wanted, but I was expecting it. And I mean, on the bench, I was expecting Balogun to be on there because he wasn't involved with the under-23s the other day, but he wasn't there either. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything like an injury or anything like that, but it's strange. I mean, especially with like a Okonkwo on there as well. Where's Balogun?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I feel okay, obviously now. Let me tell you something that is the actual truth. I don't think if we had Balogun in this game, we'd win. For example, I don't think he's that much of a difference maker. I know what you mean about him being on the bench. That's fine, but I don't know, man. I think the lineup was great. The only surprise was Aubameyang not starting. Any other surprises? Gabriel, Pablo Mari, or do you prefer Pablo Mari?
I always say there's two centre-back partnerships, Arsenal, Marie and Holding, and Luiz and Gabriel, and you can't really mix the two, otherwise it never seems to work. I mean, maybe next week Luiz was on the bench so we can try and get him back in there and play Gabriel, but Pablo, Marie and Holding is working at the moment, and it looks like we're going to stick with that.
It definitely has to start. So were you obviously Pepe didn't actually play? Okay, it was kind of like that. But how did you feel about the way we set up and how it actually worked for us with a false nine? Because he's trying to play like City. That's how City play.
Yeah. I mean, some of our counter-attacking looked good. We were fast on the break, but when we were defending, for me, I don't know the exact word, but it didn't seem as solid, if that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I know especially with Lacazette, he's not only someone who can score goals up front, but he's very good in the defence as well. Missing him, that really does affect our team a lot. And I mean, I know we're Arsenal, we shouldn't have him to be relying on one or two players, but we missed him, and I probably would not do this in the second leg. I mean, if there's a striker back 100%, I mean, even today I would have gone with Martinelli up front or someone like that.
Yeah, there's another thing that stands up from that lineup: Holding captain. Are you happy with that? Holding being captain?
I don't really mind. I don't know who else would you. Maybe Thomas Partey could have got it, but I don't know.
I'm telling you, like 80% of Arsenal fans on Twitter and Facebook actually do mind. Like, obviously, Holding should not be Arsenal captain. If you look at everyone else on that pitch, obviously, Holding is the one who's going to be captain, obviously, but he should never, ever be Arsenal captain. Like, that shows you how far we are from being a serious club. Like, we need leaders in that team. But yeah, we didn't have to wait too long to see that we actually need leaders in our team. We only had to wait 3 minutes, Thomas, and they had the goal. What do you make of their goal? And we literally let them run through on the left side.
It was disappointing. I mean, the fact that we're letting them have shots so close to the goal inside of the box.
Yeah.
And so early as well, the fact that we were messing around a little bit, we were switching off, especially for the second goal as well. And they just managed to score. I don't think it was anyone's fault in particular, but the whole team just weren't really getting rid of it.
Yeah, that's very early to concede. They always say, like in the Europa League, Champions League, you have to try and score fast if you're away from home. Because if you score away fast in the first 10 minutes, the other team gets confused. They have no idea whether to attack to try and get an equalizer or to defend or to concede the second away goal. But conceding that early in the game, it's very bad. It's very bad, especially that kind of goal. Very terrible. Do you blame anyone in particular for the goal?
No, not really, to be honest. I just kind of saw everyone in the box and someone managed to get a shot off.
Awesome. So the second goal, a corner this time round, probably you'll have someone to blame. What did you make of the second goal? And did you even expect them to score from there? We've been conceding a lot of corners recently, like since December. We need to watch out for that now.
Yeah, I mean, set pieces, they never work for us. I mean, when we try and score from them, we can't. When we try and defend with them, we always concede, it seems.
Yeah.
But for that second goal, again, we just sort of switched off. He managed to get round Thomas Partey, was it, at the back post. And, I mean, one of the easiest goals he's probably ever going to score in his career. Thomas Partey, I mean, he was the one that I'd probably say was at fault for this goal. And again, the whole game, really. I mean, he did look one of the better players on the pitch, but still not brilliant.
You've reminded me of Partey. Guess what Partey did again this game? You do know what he did. He did have another shot off target and probably killed another poor bad.
When he
needs to stop shooting.
It's frustrating.
So, 2-0 in the first 25 minutes. What were you thinking? Try and get a goal or just keep the score down?
I really wanted to get a goal. No way would I start bringing on the likes of El Neni and try and play defensive. I mean, the away goals are so crucial, like you were saying before we streamed this, even though we are losing, but now we just got that one goal. We only have to go and win 1-0 at the Emirates, and we're still through on away goals. So we're not actually that far behind Villarreal. So it was crucial that we had to score a couple. Otherwise, it would have been 2 goals or 3 goals we had to score next round or next leg.
So later on in the first half, we did get a penalty, but with our luck, I think this is literally the 5th or 6th penalty this season we're being given, and it's been overturned. I remember the Saka one in the Premier League a couple of months ago. I remember the one last week. The goals we scored against Fulham in the first half, Ceballos gets overturned. Our luck is so terrible. Did you agree with the decision?
Yeah, 100%. When I first saw the replay, I know it wasn't really his fault, but it hit his arm. If it never hit his arm in the first place, then it would have gone out, and the whole penalty wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I do agree that. I actually do agree also with them. I remember Liverpool against Newcastle on Saturday when Wilson, the ball hits him and he scored. I personally think that's a handball. As long as it hits your hand, whether it's by mistake or not, it actually helped you to get the goal. I know back in the day, football was never like that, but I do agree with that anyway. So halftime, would you have made any changes at halftime? Because I was very surprised he did not make. Even before we get into halftime, Ceballos, did you see how the guy Foyth, the Tottenham player, running through our midfield twice? What did you make of that, being open in midfield?
Yeah, I think that we do need another version of Thomas Partey, whether that's a Granit Xhaka or even someone better. It doesn't really matter, but Ceballos is one of those more technical players, those kind of skillful players. He's not one to go in for a challenge. I mean, I know he got the red card in the end today, didn't he? But I would have brought him off. He was already on a yellow. We were apparently planning to take him off anyway for El Neni, but unfortunately we left him on for 5 more minutes and he got that second yellow. But again, exposed. We need another Thomas Partey, someone like them.
Yeah, definitely in the second line, at halftime, I was thinking definitely get out Ceballos and bring in Aubameyang. That is what I was thinking immediately. Take out Ceballos and bring in Aubameyang. Because let's be honest, we would have gone out in the round of 32 to Benfica because of Ceballos, 2 mistakes in the second game. I think he also made a mistake against Olympiacos. Yeah, him and Leno in the first goal for Olympiacos away from home. They did give away the ball as well. So any Arsenal getting a yellow, I think we've picked up the most red cards this season. And in the last 2 seasons, this season and last season, we have the most yellow cards in total. So that shows you how bad we are in terms of discipline. So that was not good. Anyway, in the second half, are you happy with the first 30 minutes in the second half than in the first half of the performance?
Yeah, I think we did start better. Of course, we never conceded again, and we were, more attacking. We did try and get the ball up the pitch more. I saw lots of players making more runs. Emil Smith-Rowe got on screen. I did see him make 1 or 2 really good nutmegs and things like that to try and get the ball through. Unfortunately, of course, none of them were converted in the end, none of those chances. But we did seem more alive as a team. And I mean, even after we went one man down, we were down to 10 men. I think we looked even better, to be honest.
Yeah, I do agree with you. But we picked up a red card. What did you make of did you have given him a red card, or would you have given him a last chance if you're the referee?
It certainly wasn't his fault. I mean, I saw the replay multiple times, and I mean, he just about to go over him and stepped on his foot. So I probably would have said a last chance. And I understand why all the players were so angry, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
He did give it anyway, and man, when that red card came out, I knew, man, we are done here. They'll get a third goal, and then you have to win 4-0 at home. That is impossible. But we managed to create a chance from nowhere, and he picked up a penalty. We got a penalty, or awarded a penalty for you. Were you like penalty immediately, or did you have to say it again?
I wasn't really focusing on that part of the pitch. I was more focusing on where the ball, or when Saka passed it again. Yeah. But after I did see the replay, clear penalty, like the referee straight away.
So I was waiting for them to overturn that as well. I was like, okay, was it offside? There's something that has to happen? But we were given the penalty. And the one thing I always say with Arsenal, we have so many troubles. We have troubles with owners, with the board, with the players, with the injuries, with the red cards. But one trouble we never have is missing penalties. Aubameyang always scores his penalties. I know he missed one against Tottenham a few years ago. Lacazette always scores his penalties, and Pepe always scores his penalties. But it was a bit of a shaky one. Was it a good penalty for you? Or how happy were you again as well?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. It's just the goal that counts. However it went in, I wouldn't have minded. When he was stepping up to score, I thought, is he going to score it? I mean, he did look a bit nervous, but he converted it in the end, and that's all that matters.
Big goal, man. I can't even explain to you how big of a goal that was, especially having 10 men. I don't understand, man. How can we play better with 10 men than 11 men? Because those 10 means we played better. We looked better. What do you make of it?
Yeah, we did. But then again, thinking about it, as soon as Ceballos came off, or maybe 5-10 minutes afterwards, that was when we started bringing on the Martinellis and Aubameyangs and players like that. So I think that did also help a lot.
Yeah. And also, they also picked up a red card. Did you see that guy Capu pretending to be injured? I know he will definitely play that game on Sunday. He was a pretender, man. Obvious red card for you, obviously. And then surely you are thinking we need to get a second goal after this.
I thought we could really just try and get something out of the game. And I mean, we did have a couple of good chances in those final 10-15 minutes or so. We really were trying to score, and I thought we were going to, but unfortunately we didn't.
We didn't even actually try that much. Yeah, we didn't try that much. Like literally, I saw when Smith Rowe and Pepe came off, they were walking. Leno was taking his time. Do you think they were happy with the 2-1 loss?
I think they'd played most of the game. They were like, we're not really going to get too much in the final 10 minutes now. May as well just try not to concede. We had brought on El Neni, we had brought on Willian, didn't we? So, things started to slow down. So
it was so painful seeing this guy celebrating. It was not fun looking at Emery celebrating. So the other game, United went through. They booked their place in the final already. So it's basically next week, Arsenal against Villarreal, who's going to face United. So are you confident for next week? Can Arsenal win a game 1-0, or do you think we need to get 2 or 3?
I don't know about this team. It's not filling me with confidence, but I think we can do it. Honestly, I mean, especially if we do have Tierney back, who may come in. If we bring on those Martinellis and players like that way earlier, if Arteta does finally learn from his mistakes, then I'm not confident, but I think we can go and do it.
Awesome, man. So prediction next week?
I'll go 2-1 to Arsenal.
2-1 to Arsenal. Okay, so that's extra time.
Yeah, I think.
And probably penalties, man. I'm not ready for that. I'm already thinking. I'm already thinking about the final. I don't know why. I'm thinking about the final, and I have a bad feeling about the final, man. Those guys are looking pretty good. 6-2 in a semi-final. I mean, let's hope so. So yeah, we did. Thank you for coming on, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
Awesome, and thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you drop a like. I'll be posting the player ratings soon as well. So 2-1 loss away to Villarreal. Could have been worse. I thought we were going to concede 3 or 4 the moment we went 10 men down, but yeah, we managed to pick up an important away goal. Let's hope next week we get the job done and you face United in the final. Thank you for watching. Keep staying safe. I'll catch up with you guys soon.